As you know, I'm not the kind of person to do reaction videos, especially on modern games. But this merits something different from me, I think. So, what am I talking about? Well, we know. Finally, this legendary game is being remade for the PlayStation 4, at least. We know that much so far. Mind blown. At last, we've got concrete evidence from Square themselves that Final Fantasy VII is being remade, and my word, does it look great, at least from the trailer. I mean, this is only obviously a teaser trailer. Teaser trailers can sometimes lead you off in a different direction sometimes, but let's hope the game itself fulfills what my expectations are by looking at that trailer. And I've seen some of the reaction videos of some people that are actually watching the presser live, and they're like, going mental. I didn't do that, I'm not that mad, but I'm sort of sitting there going, ooh, wow. And then you get the end of the trailer and you see Barrett walking with his gun arm, and then Cloud and the Buster Sword, and you're like, okay, that's cool. That is cool. It's been a long wait, isn't it? Been a long wait. They've been dangling that carrot. Here, Square, Square's the carrot. No, there, no. Finally, we get to bite on that carrot and eat it. Hopefully, we'll see. There'll be more news in the winter, according to Square. All we know is so far they are making a remake. We've seen the trailer. Sony knocked it out of the park, and Square knocked it out of the park. They really did. So, what do we say about it? I mean, what do I feel about it? I mean, there's a big debate here about with such a fabled game, such a popular game, such a legendary game, kind of an untouchable game in a lot of ways. People have been crying out for a remake, but then there are also a circle of people that love the game and don't want a remake. Now, I'm a bit of both camps here, because I do want it remade. I have been advocating a remake for it for years now, because I think it's a fantastic game. It's one of the reason why I'm speaking about this now. It's one of those games that it marks the PlayStation out for me as an absolute groundbreaker. It sticks in my mind as one of my primary PlayStation memories is that game. And I think it does that for a lot of other people as well. And that's why. And a lot of people don't really care for it, and that's fair enough. I mean, if you're not into JRPGs, then I can fully appreciate that. I can. But there is a lot of people that do love it, and even a lot of casual gamers can appreciate its depth, its story, its gameplay, and loads of aspects about it. And these are the things that I don't want to see changed on an atomical level, should we say. The graphical update is obviously amazing, and that's the primary thing that I was looking for. Obviously, they've gone for this sort of. They're still keeping the sort of cyberpunk anime feel, which is great. Less cartoony, more sort of photorealistic, which is expected really with the new next gen hardware. It's bloody not next gen anymore, is it? It's current gen hardware. It's expected. That kind of thing's expected, and you wouldn't expect nothing less. It's obviously now a leap and bound step away from the PlayStation 3 demo that we saw a few years back, which was obviously just a tech demo of the introduction. Midgar now looks and feels like a breathing, living, dirty, grimy, horrible city. The metro system, all the little bits you saw in the trailer, very cleverly done there by Square. You saw the slide, the playground in Sector 7. Obviously the Shinra building, the Buster Sword, and all these little things to spark your memory and tickle the nostalgia. I don't know why your nostalgia would be under here, but apparently it is, in my mind anyway, about the original game. It's very exciting. It's very exciting for a lot of people, and I can understand. I really appreciate that, and I will be getting this. It might be a reason. I mean, there's several reasons why I want a PlayStation 4 physically. I mean, I actually own one. I mean, I've got access to one, as I've already spoken about. This might be the game changer to do it, and we'll see, because we don't know when it will be released. I mean, I'm hoping. I mean, you're looking at least a year. At least a year. I'm imagining possibly 2. Don't know, but we will see. Now, what do I hope about it? I hope that, obviously, like I've already spoken about, the graphics are tarted up to the the superlative limits. Gameplay, though, is a key thing for me, and I want them to. It's difficult to explain. I want them to add things. I want them to update things, enhance things, but I don't want them to change the fundamental gameplay. I don't want them to change the typical RPG isometric view. I don't want them to change the set out of some of the cutscenes. Obviously the graphics on the cutscenes and camera angles can change, of course, but the actual flow of the cutscenes. I don't want them to change the big bosses. I'd love to see what Emerald Weapon would look like. And how hard the fucker would be as well. That would be incredible. The June and Gun. There's so many set pieces in that game where you just imagine what it would look like. Shut up, phone. What it would look like with this new reimagination of it. And I think that's what it is. It's not. It is a reimagination. I hope it's not a retelling. I just hope it's not a reboot. I hope it is just a reimagination. That's what it is. You understand what I mean by that? I mean, I want the materia system to remain the same, at least on a basic level. Don't piss around with it too much. Don't make it into something that it isn't. Just make the materia system like it was, with a few little added bells and whistles, maybe some extra materia or some added effects or something like that. And the same goes for the summons. The same goes for the weapon system. Everything like that. Keep it as it was. Just update it organically onto the modern systems. I don't want them to shift away. I don't want live battles, for instance. I want the turn-based system to come back in. I want the random encounters to come back in. These are the things I want to see, just like the original game. I really do want to see it like that, and I do hope that Square do that. Update it, yes. Graphically, audio, of course, with voiceovers and voice acting. Obviously, with more set pieces and cinematics, but please Square, do not fundamentally change the gameplay, because that is something I think a lot of us were hoping that you don't do, because it might be a game breaker if you do that. You know, especially don't take away the turn-based battles, don't take away the materia system, don't detract from the story, please. I mean, you can change bits about the story, retcon it maybe, but don't veer off into some wild different direction with the story. Please keep it as it is. We want to see the reunion, as the trailer says. And that's another thing I like about the trailer as well. I was going to say that before. The voiceover on it acts like a duologue talking to you, doesn't it? Talking to the fan. It's over the game. It's got the mood. You think it's like in the theme of the game. You listen to the words. The narrator is actually speaking to you. Now, I think that was quite clever. I do think that was quite clever. So anyway, that was my quick talk about the remake of Final Fantasy VII. Absolutely stoked. Elated. Looking forward to it so much. Big smiles. Big smiles. Quickly, just on a final note, what I want to say about the rest of what I've seen from E3 so far. I'll just chuck this in for good measure. Bit disappointed with Nintendo's presentation. It was the Mario Maker show, basically. Star Fox Zero looks awesome. It does. Excited to see a new Metroid game coming out on 3DS as well, but it was very Mario based, wasn't it? Mario. It's all about Star Fox Zero for me. But anyway, thank you for watching this quick talk about E3, quick talk about this being remade for the PlayStation 4. Looking forward to it. My whistling is out of tune. Stay safe. See you next time. Nova Bug.